Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys swinging by the channel to check today's video out. And we're going to be talking about 3 rod and reel combinations that every angler needs to have. They may or may not have them, but these 3 that I'm going to talk about here today, guys, if you could just buy 3 rod and reels, you could pretty much do everything with it. I can't think of a single technique that you couldn't fish with these 3 setups. So I know that rod and reels are super expensive, and the way it's set up, it sounds like you need to have 20 different type of combinations, different actions and lengths, but I'm gonna explain to you guys why you can get by with 3 in today's video. I'm also, guys, just want to show you real quick, I got the new Intuitive Angling merchandise in. We got the Intuitive Angling t-shirts up on my YouTube, on this particular YouTube channel page. If you just click on the video here, you'll see my store down there. It says Intuitive Angling merchandise. And we've got the Intuitive Angling t-shirts like this. We got hooded sweatshirts, we got regular sweatshirts, we got hats. So if you guys are interested, you can order off that store. And also, guys, just a big thank you to everybody that's taken time to hit that subscribe button here to Intuitive Angling. Really appreciate that. Okay, guys, let's go over the 3 setups, and I'm going to explain to you why you can get by with these. Because literally, it's like if you look at rod and reels, it's like there are so many different sizes and actions that you could spend freaking $100,000 on it. So here's the 3 that you need to have. So first of all, what I want to talk about is a flipping stick. Guys, a flipping stick is a workhorse that is used for tons of stuff besides pitching and flipping. And also, guys, I'll link all these rods that I'm talking about in the description. These are all megabass rods. This is the megabass alkalis here. So if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these 3 rods, you can use that link. I put it in the description. But here is my workhorse rod as a flipping stick. Not only do I pitch and flip with it, you can do all your pitching and flipping with it, but you can also, I use this for almost anything else that I'm fishing slow or big. So I'll drag a football head jig with this. I'll throw a Texas rig worm on it. I'll throw a Senko on it. I'll pop a spoon with it, a big spoon. I'll throw a swim bait. I'll throw a glide bait. I'll throw an Alabama rig with it. I'll throw a Carolina rig with it. I throw a big 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce spinner bait with it. I'll throw a big hard pulling deep diving crankbait like that Strike King 8XD, something like that. There's just a ton of things that you can do with a flipping stick. I'll throw a buzz bait on it a lot. So one of the advantages of a flipping stick is, number one, the action on a flipping stick, based upon the action you can get a lot of different tip actions on it. But the length of the flipping stick allows you to make a longer cast. It allows you to take up more line on your hook set, better hook sets, get better control with the fish. So you definitely need good flipping stick, and I couple it up with a 7-to-1 baitcast reel. I use 7-to-1 retrieve on all my reels, so that's my setup with the flipping stick. Okay, the next one that I have, which covers a lot of different stuff, is a 6-foot, 11-inch medium action baitcast rod. This is the megabass 110 special, or excuse me, the megabass jerkbait special. It's not just for jerkbaits, because you guys know I use my jerkbaits on a spinning rod. But a 6-foot, 11-inch rod that has a medium action is, again, a super versatile rod. I fish almost all of my crankbaits on this rod right here. A 611 medium action jerkbait special, excellent rod for crankbaits. So square bill crankbaits, all my smaller medium crankbaits, sometimes even a larger crankbait with it, all my crankbaits get fished on it. In addition to that, besides fishing crankbaits, I'll throw this rod a lot with spinner baits and chatterbaits, any type of slower or smaller reaction type baits. Some small swim baits, like if I'm throwing a little 4-inch, like a 4-inch swim bait with a 1/4 ounce head on it, I'll throw it. This is the rod I use for most all my top waters, all my walking top waters, my chuggers, all that type of stuff gets fished with it. Buzz bait, smaller spinner baits, like any spinner bait, like a 3/4 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 3/8 or 3/8 or 1/2 ounce spinner bait gets fished on this. So this encompasses all of my lures that are sort of in that 1/4 to 1/2 ounce range. Really good setup for that. And the good thing about the medium action here is you got a nice soft tip on it, which allows you to get some good action on it, and it's short enough where you can get a good wrist action. And that's one of the things about having a rod under 7 feet long, but not too short. This is 6'11", is like when you're trying to manipulate like a topwater lure Or if you're one of the people that do like fishing a jerk bait on a bait cast reel, this is a really good action for it. Again, coupled up with a 7-to-1 bait cast reel. And finally, the third one would be just a medium action spinning outfit. This is the megabass whip snake spinning rod, 6'11" medium action. And guys, the spinning rod, it does a ton of different stuff. I mean, I fish a ton of lures on a spinning rod. In fact, out of the course of my year, like all the time that I go fishing the year, I bet half of the time I've got a spinning rod on. Again, I throw all my jerk baits on a spinning rod, so that's a big lure category there. I throw all my small crankbaits, like anything like from a wiggle wart smaller, I throw on this particular rod here. Floating worms I throw on this. I'll throw a fluke on this. I'll throw small swim baits on it, and of course all of your traditional spinning rod, lures like shaky head, drop shot, wacky rig, little finesse jigs. Spinning outfit is an excellent lure for a lot of different reasons. Now, one of the reasons that a spinning rod needs to become more of a player in your fishing is that not only do you have better control over it, but you can make a longer cast on a spinning outfit with lighter lures than you can with a bait caster. So stop trying to fight casting like a wiggle wart or something on a bait caster or a jerk bait that catches wind. Start throwing on a spinning rod because you can make a longer cast. You can use lighter line on it. And then finally, one of the best things about a spinning rod is on certain lure categories, you can have a feel and you can manipulate lures a lot more subtly with a spinning outfit that you ever can with a bait caster. So anyway, guys, you can get by. I mean, if you're one of those guys that don't want to spend a freaking ton of money on tackle, just get you a flipping stick, get you a 6'11" medium action bait cast rod, and then a 6'11" medium action spinning rod. You can literally fish anything you want on that. Yeah, it may not be the perfect rod setup, and there may be a rod out there that is a little bit more user friendly, but you got to decide if you want to spend that extra money on it or you want to make do with it. But literally, guys, you could give me those 3 rods right there, and I could fish all my tournaments on it, and I think I'd do just as good as using a lot of different other rods. So anyway, hope it helps out, guys. We'll talk later.